So how long has it been? Like 6, 7 years, something like that. I have had a time. That's a story for a whole nother video, but I have decided that I really just wanted to come back and do this. I miss doing it. So how's it going with you? I'm interested. I want to know. What have you been up to the last 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 12 years, however long it's been? I would like to know down below. Okay, so to get started, I want to say I do know that my skin is a hot mess. I have a brain tumor in my pituitary gland that is releasing hormones into my face, and it is messing it up. I have scars, I have breakouts, I have ulcers. It's awful, awful, awful. And as far as my teeth go, I'm in the process of having them replaced, so my bottoms are just temporary implants for now, and my tops are permanent implants, but I'm still in the process of getting everything finished. So just to fill you in on some of the more obvious things, what I wanted to do was sort of a first impression on the Loreal Infallible Pro-Glow Foundation. I know that a few people have done this, and so I was so curious. Everybody said it was a dupe for this and a dupe for that, and it was like the best foundation ever made, and I'm all about that, okay? Because I have a really hard time with foundation sitting on my skin, not sinking into my wrinkles, and then caking up all over my face. So I am still on the hunt for a really great foundation. Now, to be completely honest, I filmed a first impression on this foundation, and I was using a completely different camera and setup, and it was awful. It did not work out well for me. I mean, the camera, I'm not talking about the foundation, the camera. So the camera was all wrong, the video came out like crap, and there was no way that I was gonna upload that video. It was awful. So I had that video. Then I went to a cousin's memorial service and I wore it that day. I do have to tell you, I had this foundation on all day long. I put it on in the morning. The memorial service was 2 hours away, so I had this foundation on all day long. So I have tried different primers with it. I've worn it 3 times now. Several of the days were well over 90 degrees outside. I am going to put this foundation on, show you how it sits, and then I'm going to let you know what my opinion is of it. I am in the color White AF. I'm gonna start with primer. I'm going to use the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas primer. I really like how this sits. I have used this under this foundation before, and it worked really well. I also used the e.l.f. primer. That was really good too. And that that was drugstore. That was not Tatcha price. This is a sample Tatcha, okay? Because, I mean, I do not have money for the real deal, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I always get the lightest possible shade because I'm white. I like to just like get it on there, and then I'll go in with my This is a Real Technique sponge that I'm using. Make sure that you're not using it dry. It needs to be wet. Like, get it really wet under the faucet, squeeze it a bunch of times. And then what I do is I put it in paper towels and just squeeze it and squeeze and squeeze it so that it's damp, but I want to make sure that it's damp all the way through. And then it just does a really nice job with picking up excess foundation that you're putting on so that you're not overdoing it, which is really easy for me to do because, you know, the closer I get to 50, the more, you know, I'm trying to hide stuff. So I just put it all on there. So I use the sponge to help me. I'm going to finish putting on my makeup and then I'm going to come back and show you how it sits, and I will let you know what I think of it. My skin is dry combination. I'm 46, I'll be 47 this year. My skin reminds me of this daily. So you could be younger than me, you could be older than me. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. It could look different on you. These are just my thoughts and opinions on it. Obviously, like, nobody watches my videos, so it is not sponsored because L'Oreal has no idea who the hell I am. So there's that. So this is my opinion. So let me go do my makeup and then I will come back and we'll talk again. Now that I have it on, I will tell you that so far, if I'm not eating my hair, this foundation is probably the best that I've ever tried. Of all of the foundations, it has worn the best in the heat. It has not broken up, even when I've been sweaty and disgusting. I really like it a lot. I would recommend trying it out. They do have a matte version. If you're oily skin, you can give it a try. I have tried the matte version before. I just put lots of hydration and oils on my skin before I tried it, and I liked that one too. But this so far has been my favorite, so this will be the one that I end up wearing more regularly. So I'm kind of excited that I've actually found one. Although my first impressions won't stop. I'm still very interested in trying all of the things. I have learned how to find lipsticks that do not bleed. The one thing that I can say is that if you do test lipsticks on the back of your hand, if they are plumping, you could end up with a rash on the back of your hand, because when I tested them, the ones that were plumping left marks and hives from the plumping thing. I mean, that's what it does. It makes your lips have an allergic reaction to it and then they swell up. So that's how it actually works. It's very easy to check on the back of your hand, let it sit there for a little while. I kind of shop around while I'm sort of testing it out for a period of time so that I know whether or not it's gonna bleed, because when you start getting older, you start getting wrinkles all in here and it just sucks lip gloss and lipsticks right up into it. And I've tried different lip liners and sometimes it's just not good enough, and I cannot stand that. I want my lipsticks to stay in place. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? So I would suggest giving this foundation a try, or of course the matte foundation, the matte version of it if you are oily skin. I think it's very well done. Very, very well done. Number one for me so far. That's what I have to say about that. I am excited to be back and I'm excited to be making videos and getting them up. Okay. I'm gonna try to get them up every Monday. We'll see how this goes, okay? Let me know if you have any suggestions for foundations below. I'd love to give it a try and see how it works. Thank you for watching this. If you're even watching this, if anybody watches this, I really appreciate it. I appreciate a thumbs up. I appreciate comments. I'd really like to get to know you. I can use some friends. I'd like some friends. I'll be your friend. Can I be your friend? I will see you again next week. Bye.